Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is May 19, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, let's take a look at top semiconductor stocks to buy. We have a market-wide sell-off. Let's see if we can buy some great semiconductor stocks for the long term. So with that, we got a great stock here, AMD. AMD has been transforming itself under the leadership of Lisa Su, and they got high performance computing, which is great for gaming, data center, and so on and so forth. Let's check out stocks like AMD and many more and add few to our shopping list. All right, let's jump in here. So from a agenda perspective, let's look at a quick market update, and then let's look at most active ETFs. You can buy these ETFs in this market-wide sell-off. These are great ETFs to buy. And then let's look at top semiconductor stocks to buy, and we'll look at we'll make a list here with the good, mediocre, and bad. Some of my best picks are in the good and mediocre list. And finally, we'll conclude with few stocks to buy in this market-wide sell-off. All right, let's jump in here. From a market update perspective, look, we are in the fear zone right now, and this is one of the best time to put some money into the market. I've been buying some ETFs and some great stocks in this market-wide sell-off. It's one of the best way to invest is to buy when there's a fear in the market. Right now we got fear, we got extreme fear. Great time to put some money into the market for the long haul. All right, let's jump in here and look at market update. Look, from a market update perspective, we have Lam Research, LRCX. Board authorizes $5 billion share purchase. It's a good stock to buy. Stock has been down off late with the market-wide sell-off. And then you got AMD and Qualcomm. They want to work together and optimize fast connect. I like both of those. I like AMD better. And then you got Cisco here. Cisco sales warning. Sinks, Juniper, and Broadcom. I would rather go with the Broadcom here, and also Cisco. Both will bounce back. And then you got AMD, one of my greatest stock pick here with the leadership of Lisa Su. This can be a game changer. It's a good to buy some AMD here. And then you got Applied Material. So according to Motley Fool here, this can go parabolic. That's a great pick here. I also like Applied Material. Look, from a market update perspective, we had a market-wide sell-off yesterday. Look, all the major indices are down big time here, with Nasdaq down big, and look, it's downfall as you can see here. This is a one-day chart. So in this market, what I typically do is I look at some great stocks like the one we are talking about and buy them, and also look at some high valuation stocks and buy put options on them, so that way you can make some good money. So the strategy that worked so far is buy great stocks when they're down like this. Like look here, big time down here. Days like yesterday, you could buy some great stocks and ETFs, and some days we have nice uptick, like 1,000 points up, 500 points up. So that's when you can buy some of the high valuation stocks. I mean, you can buy put options and high valuation stocks, or even put spreads, or put ratio back spread. That does very well, because when the market falls off like this, those will be your winners. You could say take some money off the table and buy some great fundamentally good stocks. I've been following this strategy. It's working very well, especially when the market falls. You're not too much worried, because you got some put options and put spreads, and you got some of this ratio put back spread. Those will make big money for you, so you can take some money off the table and buy some quality stocks. All right, now let's jump in and look at the market. Look, from a market perspective, market is nowhere to hide. It's going down, as you can see here, and we got a huge big candle. And even after this huge drop, look what's going on here. Dow Jones Industrial Average is opening up to be down today, 360 points down already in the futures market. And same story, S&P 500 is also down, and all the major indices are down, even Nasdaq and Russell. On the contrary, we got interest rates going higher. That's going to cause some issue to the stock market. And look, even oil came down. As oil comes down like this, you could buy some good energy names. Look at Chevron and ExxonMobil, EOG, and so on and so forth. So look, gold is bouncing back slowly. It's a great hedge play here. Even up here, you could buy some gold. It will do well as a hedge play. All right, let's jump in here and look at the semiconductor stocks. This is a year-to-date performance of top semiconductor stocks. Look, you got a big dog here, Taiwan Semiconductor. Look what's going on here, down 24% year-to-date. And look at Nvidia, top dog. I like Nvidia at these levels here with the leadership of Jetson Huang. Company is really innovating nicely, but stock is down. This is a scenario where company is great, but stock is down because of the high valuation. I would buy some Nvidia also up here. And then we got Broadcom here. Broadcom is also down. It's one of those steady eddy stocks because of Cisco sales soft guidance. AVGO or Broadcom came down. This one is a good one. I like AMD here. AMD already announced the earnings. They did very well, but stock came down anyways. This is a good one to buy. And then you got few more here. Qualcomm again, it's also a good one here. MRVL, a 5G play, you could buy that one too here. Applied Material, one of my favorite stock here, you could buy that one also. And you got Lam Research again. I love this company. KLA 10 core is also a great one to buy at these levels. And then we got Intel. Intel is trying to reinvent itself here. Little more steady eddy name here. You could buy Intel for the long haul. Expect some pain point in the short term. Texas Instruments is a sleep at home type stock here. It's a great one to buy. Company has been there forever, so this is not going to go under. You could buy some Texas Instruments. Don't expect the performance like Nvidia or AMD, but it's a steady eddy stock. You could buy that one. All right, let's jump in here and look at most active ETF. From a most active ETF perspective, look, yesterday is a bloodbath here. Most of these ETFs are down. So as we're talking about semiconductors today, look, one of my top semiconductor ETF is Smh Semiconductor Etf here. You could buy this great ETF here. Look, RSI is 45. That tells you this ETF is clobbered. Look at the IV percentile, it's 87. So you could sell some put options way underneath the current ETF price here and make some money that way also. That's one of my favorite pick. And you could also buy XLK here, which is a technology ETF. It's down big time. It's a great one to buy at these levels. I also like QQQ here. It's a NASDAQ 100. You could buy this one also in the deep discount here. And you could buy a few others as you can see here, but those are my favorite stocks, ETFs you could buy in this market sell-off. All right, now let's jump in here and look at top semiconductor stocks. We look at the good list here. Good list is compiled using the overall score higher than 70. You know, when the overall score is computed using the growth, profitability, and financials, they have to do consistently well in these areas. That's when they get the overall score more. So I like the higher overall score. Let's look at the good list where overall score is more than 70. Look, this is the good list here, and this is sorted by market cap. You know, some of these stocks have got huge market cap. As an example, you got Broadcom here with a huge $223 billion market cap. And look, we got here sales growth here in 1 year, and we got sales growth, net margin also here. That tells you how the company is doing from a top line as well as bottom line perspective. And then finally, we got here performance. I love to look at 2-year and 5-year performance to see how these companies have done in the past. It can be a good indicator on how they can do in the future. And then finally, look at the free cash flow and cash and balance sheet here. That tells you the financial stability. Many of these companies are cash cows, as you can see here. And finally, let's look at the projection for next year from both earnings per share perspective as well as the revenue growth perspective. I like the ones in green, especially the one in double digit here, like the one right here. Look, AMD here, it's got double digit next year earnings per share growth as well as next year revenue growth. That's a great one if you are a young investor and you want to invest for the long haul. pick up such names where you got double digit next year EPS growth as well as revenue growth. And finally, I like the ones with the nice and high overall score here. In this one, you got score more than 70. I like the one more than 80. Those are the top picks, but you could also go with the score more than 70. All right, from a stock perspective, keep watching the overall score here and also net margin. We want nice and high net margin. And look, top of the list here, we got few great ones here. I like, Texas Instruments. As you can see here, Texas Instrument has got nice and high 43% net margin. That's a great net margin to have for a semiconductor company. And then you got AMD. Net margin is not great, but it's growing in all cylinders. You could buy AMD also up here. And we got a few more here. I love Lam Research or LRCX. It's a great one here. Look, it's got double-digit revenue growth for next year as well as EPS growth. And you could also buy Applied Material or AMAT here. Look, same story here. Double-digit revenue growth as well as earnings growth here. And we got a few more as you see here. I love the one with nice and high double-digit growth here. And we got even KLA here, KLAC, nice double-digit revenue growth as well as double-digit EPS growth. And as you scan through here, you got Monolithic Power here. This one also has nice and high double-digit revenue growth as well as high revenue growth. And also keep a watch on the PS ratio or price to sales ratio. If a company has got high price to sales ratio like Monolithic Power here, you got to be slightly careful here because this stock can come down because it's high valuation. Typically these momentum stocks, when the market during market-wide sell-off, they can lose some momentum. So you got to be careful with such names here. And even stocks like Nvidia also has a little bit higher PS ratio. That's one of the reasons it's coming down. And as you see here, we got few more here. We got On Semiconductor, which is one of my favorite stock here. It's been doing very well. Earnings growth and revenue growth is not great for next year, but it's done well. Look at the nice performance in last 5 years. And the list goes on here. And if you want a low price stock, we got UMC here. UMC just a $8 stock. Look at the performance. They have done great in 2 year and 5 year. And right now stock is down because next year EPS is negative. Stock is they've given some softer outlook. That's why stock is down, but you could buy this for long haul. And the list goes on here. Keep a watch on a double digit here. We got Qorvo and TSEM. Both have got double digit EPS growth. I like Qorvo better. It's got double digit revenue growth also, as you can see here. And we got one more right here, DAQ Energy. For the folks who like Chinese stocks, I don't recommend Chinese stocks, but look, this one is bouncing back during market-wide sell-off. DAQ Energy, one of the good solar stock based in China, that's been cruising along here. So you could take advantage. Once it's a little bit cooled off, you could buy some DAQ Energy. And we got a few more here. Look, some of these stocks are going higher quickly. Look, Alpha is up 22% in 5 days. I would wait for those to cool off before I buy those stocks here. All right, that's your good stock here. You could look at these great companies. Also keep a watch on the RSI here. If the RSI is high, for example, above 50, indicated by red, wait a little bit, no hurry. Let them come down. You can buy. But if the RSI is low, below 50, you got some great ones here. You could buy them safely here and take advantage of this market-wide sell-off. All right, now let's look at the mediocre list. So mediocre list is computed by overall score between 40 and 70. The higher the score, the better. But this is a mediocre list. I do have some great picks in this list here, including Nvidia. All right, let's jump in here. Look, top of the list here in the mediocre list is Nvidia. Nvidia is one of the biggest market cap semiconductor stock. As you can see here, market cap is $469 billion. I can see this company reaching $1 trillion market cap in 2 years or so. This is a great one. They're out innovating the competitors. And look, they got nice EPS growth as well as revenue growth here. And earnings is coming around the corner. I think it's May 25th is the earnings. This stock can go higher after the earnings because it's been doing very well and outperforming the competitors. And we got few more. Look, we got great performance here. All these three names here: Nvidia, Taiwan Semi, as well as ASML. Look at the next year EPS growth and revenue growth, all double digit here. You could take advantage and buy some of these names. The reason some of these stocks are coming down, look at the valuation here: 16 for Nvidia, 12 for ASML. These are high octane or high valuation stocks. That's one of the reasons these are coming down. Regardless, these are some of the great stocks you could buy. And we have one more right here, Teradyne. Look at the Teradyne here. Look at the next year EPS growth and revenue growth, nice and high, but stock is completely sold off here. Look at the RSI here, 45. You could buy some this great semiconductor testing stock here. Take advantage, you will do great. And you got Lattice Semi here. Lattice Semi also double digit revenue growth and EPS growth. You could take advantage and buy some Lattice along with ENTG here. That also has a great growth here. And the list goes on here. You could look at some of these names here. Look, we got Synaptics here. Synaptics also a great stock here. And look, it's the revenue growth and EPS, especially EPS growth is not great, but look at the performance. They've been doing great. You could take a look at that one also. And the list continues here. Take a look at these names here. Especially keep watch on the net margin here. Higher the better, and you could buy these great stocks here. All right, now let's look at the bad list here. Overall score is less than 40. Some of these can be good contrarian plays, but generally score is less than 40. That means right now the growth, profitability, valuation is not great compared to other stocks. All right, so this is our bad list here. And look, these stocks right now, I mean, I love MRVL here. It's a great stock, but look, it's not done well. Overall score is 25. Stock has been beaten down, but I like this one as a contrarian play here. Net margin is negative right now. Company is not making money, but as a contrarian, you could buy this one. This can do well as we go forward. And we got a few more. As you see here, we got Global Foundry. This also, it's okay stock here. Overall score is a little bit less here. Stock is wondering where to go. It's a little bit up and down, as you can see here, mostly down. And this is the list. I like Umbrella. Sometimes Umbrella is a wild stock, as many of you know here. Stock is down big time here. Look, RSI is 36. If you're a wild trader and a speculative trader, you could buy some Umbrella. I've seen this stock going up big time, as during the earnings seasons. This is a good one for long haul. It's a contrarian type play here. As usual, keep a watch on net margin here. You want the stocks with a nice net margin if you're a conservative investor. All right, so with that, let's wrap up here. So during market-wide sell-off, buy some quality ETFs like QQQ, SPY. If you're a semiconductor type person, buy some SMH. I love this ETF. And also healthcare ETF like XLV. And you could also add XLK, which is technology ETF. You can double down on this and buy more as market drops off. They will bounce back very nicely. And also buy stocks with solid fundamentals. If you're a semiconductor type person, buy some Broadcom, Texas Instruments, AMD, Nvidia. Even one of my favorite stock here. Even though it's a little pricey, you could still buy this name here. You got On Semiconductor, Lam Research, and MRVL. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.